Welcome to NEET Biology MCQs educational channel. Are you a NEET aspirant? Get ready to challenge your brain with high-quality MCQs based on the NCERT book. Sharpen your concepts, enhance application skills, and master assertion reasoning and statement-based questions. This is your ultimate MCQ power zone for NEET success. Which organelle is primarily involved in the production of ATP via oxidative phosphorylation? A. Nucleus. B. Golgi apparatus. C. Mitochondrion. D. Chloroplast. Correct answer is C. Mitochondrion. Explanation. The mitochondrion is the site of electron transport chain and oxidative phosphorylation, where the majority of cellular ATP is synthesized. Chloroplasts generate ATP during photosynthesis in plants. Nucleus and Golgi apparatus are not directly involved in ATP synthesis. What is the main function of the lymphatic system? A. Produce red blood cells. B. Transport oxygen to tissues. C. Return tissue fluid to bloodstream and contribute to immune defense. D. Break down carbohydrates. Correct answer is C. Return tissue fluid to bloodstream and contribute to immune defense. Explanation. The lymphatic system collects excess interstitial fluid, filters it for pathogens via lymph nodes, and conducts lymph back to the bloodstream, playing a crucial role in fluid balance and immune function. Where does the Calvin cycle occur in chloroplasts? A. Thylakoid membranes. B. Stroma. C. Intermembrane space. D. Inner chloroplast membrane. Correct answer is B. Stroma. Explanation. The Calvin cycle, light-independent reactions, occurs in the stroma of chloroplasts, where enzymes fix carbon dioxide into sugars using ATP and NADPH. Thylakoids handle light reactions. Calvin cycle operates in the stroma. What type of bond connects complementary DNA strands? A. Covalent bond. B. Peptide bond. C. Hydrogen bond. D. Ionic bond. Correct answer is C. Hydrogen bond. Explanation. Complementary base pairs in DNA are held together by hydrogen bonds. A. T pairs, 2 hydrogen bonds. C. G pairs, 3 hydrogen bonds. Covalent bonds form the sugar phosphate backbone. Which adaptation is commonly found in xerophytic plants? A. Thin leaves. B. Broad, flat leaves. C. Sunken stomata. D. Shallow root systems. Correct answer is C. Sunken stomata. Explanation. Xerophytes, desert plants, often have sunken stomata, reduced leaf surface area, thick cuticles, and deep roots to minimize water loss and survive in arid climates. Which white blood cell type uses amoeboid movement to reach infection sites? A. Lymphocyte. B. Basophil. C. Eosinophil. D. Neutrophil. Correct answer is D. Neutrophil. Explanation. Neutrophils migrate quickly to infection sites using amoeboid movement, crossing capillary walls through diapedesis. Lymphocytes, basophils, and eosinophils have roles in immunity, but are not known for rapid amoeboid mobility. In humans, where does the ultrafiltration of blood occur? A. Bowman's capsule. B. Loop of Henle. C. Collecting duct. D. Glomerulus. Correct answer is a Bowman's capsule. Explanation: ultrafiltration of blood occurs in the Bowman's capsule, which surrounds the glomerulus, a network of capillaries where blood pressure forces water and small solutes out. The Bowman's capsule collects this filtered fluid, initiating urine formation. Option B, loop of Henle involved in reabsorption of water and salts, not filtration. Option C, collecting duct plays a role in water balance and final urine concentration, not in filtration. Option D, glomerulus performs the filtration, but Bowman's capsule is where the filtrate is actually collected, making it the correct anatomical site of ultrafiltration. Adrenal tissue originates from neural crest, ectoderm. A. Adrenal cortex. B. Adrenal medulla. C. Pancreas. D. Parathyroid. Correct answer is B. Adrenal medulla. Explanation: the adrenal medulla originates from neural crest cells, which are derived from ectoderm. In contrast, the adrenal cortex develops from mesoderm. The pancreas arises from endodermal tissue of the foregut, and the parathyroid glands also originate from endoderm, specifically the third and fourth pharyngeal pouches. Thus, only the adrenal medulla has a neural crest, ectodermal, origin. What are rugae in the stomach? A. Irregular folds of the stomach wall. B. Narrowing of the pyloric region. C. Lymphatic vessels in gastric lining. D. Tiny glands secreting pepsin. Correct answer is the irregular folds of the stomach wall. Explanation: rugae are mucosal ridges inside the stomach that increase surface area and allow expansion when filled. Which immunoglobulin is primarily responsible for allergic reactions? A. IgA. B. IgG. C. IgM. D. IgE. Correct answer is D. IgE. Explanation: IgE is the primary antibody involved in allergic reactions. It binds to allergens and activates mast cells and basophils to release histamine and other chemicals, causing symptoms like itching, swelling, and sneezing. IgA is mainly found in mucosal areas, like saliva, tears, and the gut, and plays a role in mucosal immunity, not allergies. IgG is the most abundant antibody in blood and fights viruses and bacteria, not allergens. IgM is the first antibody produced during an immune response and is involved in fighting infections, not allergic reactions. During male gametogenesis, which hormone and factor pair up to promote spermatogenesis? A. FSH and testosterone. B. PRL and estrogen. C. LH and oxytocin. D. HCG and cortisol. Correct answer is A. FSH and testosterone. Explanation: FSH stimulates Sertoli cells, which support and nourish developing sperm. Testosterone, produced by Leydig cells under LH stimulation, is essential for the progression of spermatogenesis in seminiferous tubules. Option B, PRL and estrogen. Prolactin and estrogen are not key regulators of male spermatogenesis. They are more involved in female reproductive functions and lactation. Option C, LH and oxytocin. LH stimulates testosterone production, but oxytocin plays a role in ejaculation, not spermatogenesis. Option D, HCG and cortisol. HCG can mimic LH in pregnancy, but it's not involved in normal male spermatogenesis. Cortisol is a stress hormone with no direct role in sperm production. A ribosomal complex with multiple ribosomes attached to the same mRNA strand is called A. Polysome, B. Isozyme, C. Endosome, D. Ribosome. Correct answer is a polysome. Explanation: a polysome or polyribosome is a cluster of multiple ribosomes simultaneously translating a single mRNA strand, increasing efficiency of protein synthesis. Isozyme refers to different enzymes that catalyze the same reaction, not related to ribosomes or mRNA. Endosome is a membrane-bound vesicle involved in endocytosis, not protein synthesis. Ribosome is a single protein synthesizing unit, while a polysome involves multiple ribosomes on one mRNA. What is the key criterion for genetic material? A. It must produce Mendelian traits. B. It must be able to replicate itself. C. It must mutate rapidly. D. It must affect enzyme structure. Correct answer is B. It must be able to replicate itself. Explanation: a key property of genetic material is its ability to replicate itself to pass information to the next generation. Option A is incorrect because producing Mendelian traits is a result of gene expression, not a defining property of genetic material itself. Option C is incorrect as genetic material must be stable. Occasional mutations are important, but rapid mutation would be harmful. Option D is incorrect because while genes can affect enzyme structure, this is a function of gene expression, not a defining criterion of being genetic material. Which cells form the blood or testis barrier and support spermatogenesis? A. Leydig cells, B. Sertoli cells, C. Spermatogonia, D. Spermatids. Correct answer is B. Sertoli cells. Explanation: Sertoli cells support spermatogenesis by nourishing developing sperm, secreting inhibin, and forming the blood-testis barrier through tight junctions. Option 1. Leydig cells produce testosterone but do not form the blood-testis barrier or directly support developing sperm. Option 3. Spermatogonia are the germ cells that divide to form sperm but do not support other cells. Option 4. Spermatids are immature sperm cells and are supported by Sertoli cells. They don't perform support functions themselves. Which immunoglobulin is most abundant in blood plasma and crosses the placenta? A. IgA, B. IgE, C. IgM, D. IgG. Correct answer is D. IgG. Explanation: IgG is the most abundant antibody in blood plasma, (75%), and is the only immunoglobulin that crosses the placenta, providing passive immunity to the fetus. IgA is mainly found in mucosal areas, like saliva, tears, and breast milk, not predominantly in blood. IgE is least abundant and is involved in allergic responses and defense against parasites. IgM is first antibody produced in an immune response, but is mostly confined to the bloodstream and does not cross the placenta. List 1 hormone. List 2 function. A. FSH1 milk egestion, B. LH2 ovulation, C. prolactin 3 growth of ovarian follicles, oxytocin 4 milk production. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. A. A3, B4, C2, D1, B. A1, B3, C2, D4, C. A2, B1, C3, D4, D. A2, B3, C1, D4. Correct answer is A. A3, B2, C4, D1. Explanation. FSH, follicle-stimulating hormone, stimulates the growth of ovarian follicles, hence matches with 3. LH, luteinizing hormone, is responsible for triggering ovulation, so it matches with 2. Prolactin promotes milk production, hence matches with 4. Oxytocin causes milk ejection during lactation, correctly matched with 1. All other combinations are mismatched. Which of the following is not a component of the fallopian tube? A. Isthmus. B. Infundibulum. C. Ampulla. D. Uterine fundus. Correct answer is D. Uterine fundus. Explanation. The fallopian tube consists of 4 regions: infundibulum, ampulla, isthmus, and the uterine part. The uterine fundus is part of the uterus, not the fallopian tube, and is the dome-shaped top portion above the openings of the tubes. Thus, option D is not a component of the fallopian tube. The T plasmid of Agrobacterium tumefaciens stands for A. Tumor-independent plasmid. B. Tumor-inducing plasmid. C. Temperature-independent plasmid. D. Tumor-inhibiting plasmid. Correct answer is B. Tumor-inducing plasmid. Explanation. The T plasmid, tumor-inducing plasmid, is found in Agrobacterium tumefaciens and is responsible for transferring genes to plant cells, causing crown gall disease. This property is utilized in plant genetic engineering. Other options are incorrect interpretations. Match list I with list 2. List I, biomolecule. List 2, constituent, component. A. Cellulose I fructose units. B. Sucrose 2. Beta-glucose units. C. Lactose 3. Alpha-glucose and beta-galactose. D. Starch 4. Amylose and amylopectin. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. A. A3, B2, C4, D1. B. A2, B1, C4, D3. C. A1, B3, C2, D4. D. A2, B4, C1, D3. Correct answer is B. A2, B1, C3, D4. Explanation. Cellulose is made of beta-glucose units, A2. Sucrose is composed of glucose plus fructose, B1. Lactose is composed of glucose plus galactose, C3. Starch is a polymer of glucose made up of amylose and amylopectin, D4. Assertion. A. FSH acts upon ovarian follicles in females and Leydig cells in males. Reason. Our growing ovarian follicles secrete estrogen in females, while interstitial cells secrete androgen in male human beings. A. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. B. A is true but R is false. C. A is false but R is true. D. Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Correct answer is C. A is false but R is true. Explanation. FSH acts on Sertoli cells in males, not Leydig cells. LH, not FSH, stimulates Leydig cells to produce androgens. So, the assertion is incorrect. The reason is correct because growing follicles secrete estrogen, and interstitial, Leydig, cells secrete androgens in males. List 1, hormone. List 2, source, function. A. Progesterone 1. Pars intermedia. B. Relaxin 2. Ovary. C. Melanocyte-stimulating hormone, MSH. 3. Adrenal medulla. D. Catecholamines. 4. Corpus luteum. Choose the correct answer from the options below. A. A3. B2. C1 D4. B. A2. B4. C1 D3. C. A4. B1 C3. D2. D. A4. B2. C1 D3. Correct answer is B. A2. B4. C1 D3. Explanation. Progesterone is secreted by the corpus luteum, match A4. Relaxin is produced by the ovary, match B2. Melanocyte-stimulating hormone, MSH, originates from pars intermedia, match C1. Catecholamines, like adrenaline, are secreted by the adrenal medulla, match D3. Arrange the following stages of human evolution in the correct sequence, past to recent. A. Homo habilis. B. Homo sapiens. C. Homo neanderthalensis. D. Homo erectus. Choose the correct order. A. BADC. B. CBDA. C. ADCB. D. DACB. Correct answer is C. ADCB. The correct evolutionary sequence is Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Homo neanderthalensis, Homo sapiens. Homo habilis is the earliest among these and Homo sapiens is the modern human. Other options are out of evolutionary order. Which of the following are autoimmune disorders? A. Myasthenia gravis. B. Rheumatoid arthritis. C. Gout. D. Muscular dystrophy. E. Systemic lupus erythematosus, SLE. A, B, E only. B, C, E only. C, D, E only. D, A, B, D only. Correct answer is A, B, E only. Explanation. Myasthenia gravis, rheumatoid arthritis, and SLE are autoimmune diseases where the immune system attacks the body's own tissues. Gout is caused by uric acid crystal deposition, not an autoimmune condition. Muscular dystrophy is genetic, not autoimmune. Match List 1 with List 2. List 1, microbes bioagent. List 2, product application. A. Lactobacillus 1 curd production. B. Methanogens 2, biogas production. C. Penicillium notatum 3, antibiotic production. D. Trichoderma 4, biocontrol agent. A. A1B3, C2, D4. B. A3, B1, C2, D4. C. A4, B2, C3, D1. D. A1B2, C3, D4. Correct answer is D. A1B2, C3, D4. Explanation. Lactobacillus helps in making curd, A1. Methanogens are used in biogas production, B2. Penicillium notatum produces penicillin, antibiotic, C3. Trichoderma is a biocontrol agent, D4. List 1, concept, equation. List 2, application, description. A. Logistic growth 1. dn dt is equal to Rn. B. Exponential growth 2. dn dt is equal to Rn, Kn, K. C. Carrying capacity 3. Maximum sustainable population. D. Natality 4. Birth rate. Choose the correct option. A. A4, B2, C3, D1. B. A2, B4, C1, D3. C. A2, B1, C3, D4. D. A4, B3, C2, D1. Correct answer C. A2, B1, C3, D4. Explanation. Logistic growth is described by the equation dn dt is equal to Rn, K, N, K, A2. Exponential growth uses the formula dn dt is equal to Rn, B1. Carrying capacity, K, is the maximum population an environment can support, C3. Natality is the birth rate in a population, D4.